The rabbit hole, Ben Shapiro had a fucking remarkable take. Don't worry, it's all biology, not a social contagion of any sort. Nearly 20% of Gen Z is LGBT. That's 1 in 5 people. All right, I'm going to hit this for our boy here. Got to do it to him. Got to do it to him for the one time. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Classic. It's so fucking easy to destroy fools like this, bro. I swear to God. Here, let's get a fucking juice on it. Let's see if we can hit this. This is a 7-hour tweet already at 16K. It's going to be a little hard, but we'll see if we can hit him with a fucking ratio here. We got 36,000 people in here. Who knows? You know, should have put an arrow on the climb and be like, we are here. There's a real height difference between you and Charlie. Oh no, new vlog up on the secret channel. I've been exposed. I've been fucking exposed, dude. What does that mean? Oh, here, let me tell you. For those of you who don't know, this is a very handy chart. Whenever people try to say that there aren't, now 7.2% of U.S. adults identify as LGBT. How fucked up is that? Or whatever. Or now 19.7% of, the population, Gen Zers identify as LGBT. How fucked up is that? Ask them a question about the history of left-handedness. For those of you who do not know, back in the day, it was seen as a bad thing to be left-handed. So people would be forcibly trained to use their right hand. Until, that is, I guess, somewhere around the 1920s, when they decided that that was a very fucking stupid practice. And all of a sudden, left-handedness skyrocketed until it hit 12% and normalized, and has been pretty much around 12%, give or take, since then. Weak argument, though. No, it's not. It's only considered a weak argument if you're an absolute fucking idiot. The tweet is not showing if you follow. Wait, what? Really? It is the exact same argument. For those who do not understand, people are just left-handed. But if you force them to write with their right hands, of course they're going to be less openly left-handed people. Once people are free to be left-handed without being fucking, whipped into being right-handed, they are going to be openly left-handed like it's not a big deal. That is the same thing with LGBT. It's not that people are being like brainwashed into choosing to be LGBT. Let that chatter respond to the argument. Don't let them get away. The point is, people do not choose to be LGBT, just like they don't choose to be left-handed. They just are. It's more so a matter of people coming to terms with that and being more open-minded. Now, here, I'll give you another example. Okay? I'll give you another example. Autism. Okay? Something that you will understand, chatter, since we're on twitch.tv. The number of boys that were diagnosed with autism or to be on the autism spectrum skyrocketed over the course of the 80s, 90s, and into the early 2000s. Part of the reason for why that was the case was because we just learned more about this spectrum. Okay? It didn't mean that, like, you know, there was some other reason. There was some other external factor. It wasn't the fucking vaccines, like what these dumbasses think. It was just that we were better at diagnosing people with autism. Now, we still have issues with that. For example, girl autism. We are still very bad at diagnosing girl autism. Now, I'm joking about this, but, like, that is a very real situation. But part of the, you know, that was part of the reason that, like, autism in boys was fucking, autism in boys skyrocketed. People thought that there's got to be some fucking weird component. We quickly found out it was because we had still a male-centered diagnoses, but much better tools to diagnose people with autism. That's it. The only reason why there are more people in younger generations that openly identify as LGBT than the generations prior, well, there's a couple different reasons, but the most important one is that people are just more open-minded. That's it. And people like Ben Shapiro routinely try to stop that as best as possible. If it were up to Ben Shapiro, he would force these numbers down by naming, shaming, maybe even criminalizing this kind of behavior. That's it. When there's less stigma surrounding being LGBT, more people will be more open about their sexuality, their gender expression, and the like. That is the reality. This is why when you show the history of left-handedness, it's a great counter to fucking dumbasses that say, no, people are just being promoted this lifestyle, and that's precisely the reason why people are fucking, more likely to identify as LGBT. Now, there is another thing that you can ask them, which is a very good question to ask people all the time. Even if it was a choice, why is that bad? Let's say it's a choice that you want to suck a dick, or you want to get fucked, or you want to eat pussy as a girl, or you want to be trans. Let's say all of this is a choice. Why is that a bad thing? It's not, but even if it was, why is that something that bothers you? If especially you are hurting no one. That's the other part of this story that is also fucking hilarious, which is that even if it was a choice, who gives a fuck? It's not, but even if it was, who cares? Why can't you? And that's where this kind of falls apart, because ultimately, every single conversation around this revolves around our antiquated understanding of Christianity and, basically social planning. That's it. That's the only reason. It's the motherfucking Bible and your understanding of the motherfucking Bible. Your misunderstanding of the motherfucking Bible. That's it. It being a choice, a religious argument, exactly. But it doesn't matter. Even if it was a fucking choice, why is that bad? Ask people that question. It's not a choice, but even if it was, why is it bad? It always comes down to because God said so, which actually leads me to a very good segue at the top of the hour, which, is going to be, a 3-minute ad break right now. And if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is